Hello there everyone, welcome back to Counter-Strike Condition Zero Deleted Scenes. Got some familiar faces here.
Lads. Today we have a page torn
As you can see.
out of the worst case scenario handbook. Here's the good news. A large group of radicals has taken over a high-rise office complex in Northern Ireland. They've fortified the main entrance and positioned heavy weaponry on multiple floors. Now the bad news. They have a tactical nuclear device and are planning on setting it off in the next 2 hours. MI5 doesn't know the exact location of the nuke yet, so we'll have spotters on lookout during the operation. I won't blather on now. You'll receive further instructions once inside the building. Good luck, and Godspeed, lad.
So yeah, that doesn't sound like it should be too difficult. So this is actually the last mission, sequentially, in the game. I say sequentially because there were 4 missions that were added as part of an expansion later on that are available if you buy the game through Steam. They're just with it by default. Don't currently have plans to do those ones, so unless people are really wanting me to do those, I just probably won't. But yeah, let me know if you do. Anyways, this is a very difficult one. In fact, I would say, yeah, it's probably the most difficult mission in the game, which is appropriate because it is the last one. You just get lots of guys thrown at you, and, you know, any of these guys is able to kill you relatively easily. As you can see, the first section, we're already down to 52 health. Fortunately, you know, the game is fairly well designed, and that the health and ammo pickups are spaced out pretty fairly, so we're back up right here. Now, I would recommend running most of this level with the M4. It's just generally a good idea. There are certain sections in particular where you'll be using other weapons, or recommended to use other weapons, but we'll worry about those when we get to them. For the majority, yeah, M4 is what you're going to want to use. That could have gone better. Other thing I would recommend that you do is conserve your health pickups. So I'm going to run back here and grab this one. As I said, you know, any of these enemies can get you pretty far down very quickly, so slow and methodical is the way to do it. We got the shotgun here, but you know, it's going to depend situationally. Honestly, the M4 is probably going to be a better choice. I just figured we had it, why not use it? Do note that you can also go over the cubicles. That is very much an option. But it's not necessarily recommended because, well, you're an easier target that way. The enemies will not shoot at you through the cubicles, so yeah. Alright, now first little surprise is coming up here pretty quickly. And he's going to come right through the door there. The rocket launcher guy. We've dealt with rocket launchers before in the series. Don't think I've ever been hit by one, but basically, if you are anywhere near the initial blast, you are pretty much dead. I mean, you're going to either die instantly if it hits you directly, or you're going to take so much damage that the next pistol shot to the foot pretty much downs you. So recommendation there is just blitz the guy. If you have to take some fire from other enemies, that's fine, because it's better than taking fire from the rocket. Also that. I'm not sure what he was planning. Yeah, you better run. Now, I do believe there's actually a 5.7 somewhere in this level, but I haven't managed to find it. Not that I've looked incredibly hard. And the only reason I say this is because you are given 5.7 ammo. especially around the beginning, so it's out there somewhere if you want to find it. It's probably in a really obvious spot, and I just haven't seen it, but you don't really need it. The deagle works just fine. Better than fine, in fact, because it's a deagle. There's another rocket launcher guy right here. Fortunately, I was able to avoid most of the blast. As you can see, even standing that far away, I still took about 50% damage. So, not so great. Anyways, we're supposed to be looking for our civilian contact, and, well, he's right here.
What? He's dead. Understood. Take the radio bombs and proceed to the links.
Okay. Run back around and grab some more ammo, health, etc. We are going through an elevator now, so there's not going to be any way to come back up. However, you can come over here for some nice goodies. And perfect, we're back at 100%. Now, the elevator is going to open basically the opposite side from where you came in, so if you're bracing yourself, that's the place to do it. And the exit is right here, not on the other side of the room. There's nothing over there. Yet. Scout's going to come in more handy later, but it's reasonably useful now, as you'll see in just a second.
Good. Security lockouts have been disabled. Our ground teams are pinned down by machine gun emplacements. Get to the lobby overlook and silence those positions.
Oh, get owned. It's pretty easy to line that shot up, so give it a try. Now there's one guy hidden right here who gave me a lot of trouble in one of my practice runs. In fact, right here. If you don't see that guy right away, he will pretty much take you down to nothing. And then you'll have to clear the next section with no health, which is not fun. Believe me, I know. Obviously, exploding these is the most efficient way to do it. Now for the next section, I would recommend just using a frag because it tends to get a little bit difficult. Just toss one right through here. I'll take care of a good number of the guys in there, as a lot of them do come from the same area. As you can see, we got Gibbs. That's always a good thing. The game is nice enough to let us refill back up to 100% again. Alright, same thing here. You're going to want to stand next to the door you came in. However, you're going to want to actually face this door because this is the one that's going to open this time. You might think you want to stand on the other side, but you don't, for reasons that'll become apparent relatively soon.
Bullets! Looks like they found a way to shut down the lifts. Get out of that lift and get to the roof.
If you stand right there, you should be mostly safe. If you stand here, this guy's going to take shots at you. And now we're back into Mission Impossible territory. There are some very small edges here, so take your time. Hold down that shift key. The run speed is such that a lot of times you will simply fall off if you don't walk. Yes, the enemies will actually try to shoot you through the floor, so watch out for that. You can go down there and get those pickups, but they're really not necessary, so I usually skip them. You can make it through here just fine without them. Fortunately, once you make it into here, you're going to get a full health and armor restore. Assuming you haven't taken a ton of damage. Also, rated M for mature. And yep, exactly what you expect happens here, so be careful. This is one of the hairier sections. You're gonna have to drop down right here and immediately start taking fire. One of the more unkind sections the game throws at you.
Try to avoid the enemy gunship. Our air support is still inbound.
Another one of the more unkind sections the game throws at you is this one. You heard him right. Avoid the enemy gunship. So this thing is a legitimate threat. It is not simply floating there to look pretty. And because this isn't Call of Duty, there's no regenerating health, and, well, things get bad. Choose to skip the health pack there because I don't really need it. And honestly, sometimes as you're trying to make it through the section here, yeah, watch out for him, by the way. You'll take more damage trying to go back for the health kit than you would simply running past it. Again, just blitz the rocket guy, because otherwise he will kill you. There's a fair amount of luck involved with the trajectory that the rocket takes. So I've managed to play this section and actually die, 3 or 4 times in a row before. So, yeah. Blitz the rocket guy and hope for the best. Now this door is going to open, so I was trying to trigger it, but yeah. By the way, I say was because I'm actually doing this one post-commentary. I've done all the other ones live, but for this one, since it is a more difficult one, I figured I'd do it post. Anyways, we get nicely resupplied in here, which is always good. Just run in front of my bullets. It works.
He's in here! Kill him! Move
can't just open the door, so you might as well shoot it. And fortunately now, we are okay as far as the gunship is concerned. However, that guy almost killed me. Nevertheless, we are given health and armor restore here, so not too bad. More hairy edges, that's good. That is a rocket guy right there, so watch out for that.
I've located the warhead. It's inside the comm structure at the very top of the building.
Ah, yes. Good old flashbang. I'd recommend not running around after you get flashed by that, because there is actually an edge right there, which I almost walked off. Anyways, the guy with the grenades is actually over here.
All units, report in. Repeat, report in. Alpha 1, are you there? Our air cover has been hit and is going down.
Switch to open the door is actually right here. And this is where I would recommend you get your scout out. And do watch out as well, because as soon as you climb up the ladder, there's a guy that comes out over on this side, but you can also trigger him by climbing up here, which is what I'm doing this time. Otherwise, while you're fighting that guy, you will also be getting shot in the back. Not so good. Anyways, here's a good opportunity to use the scout. I knew there was one more guy, but I was forgetting where he was. You know, we've already gotten some pretty offensive stereotypes thus far, so why not have, you know, an Irishman who, frankly, his voice is on the level of "They're After Me, Lucky Charms." But, yeah, that's cool, I guess. I was pretty sure there was a rocket guy left alive, but I guess not. And don't worry, we'll get some more wonderful voice acting from him. Didn't mention, but this is also one of the longer levels, as I'm sure you noticed. At any rate, we are making it into the home stretch here. We've got some more odd hitboxes on the railing up there. You can't actually shoot through the small gap, but you can shoot through the larger gap. So keep an eye on that. You'll see what I mean in just a second. So that large gap on the bottom, I can shoot through that, but not the smaller gaps in between the rails. So if I wanted to go for a headshot there, for instance, I couldn't. Alrighty. Grab the health pack, and we're in for the home stretch, where you actually end up getting knocked out and taken prisoner. Good job. I hope you're ready for more wonderful voice acting.
Welcome! Wake up! Wake up, oppressor! You've nothing to fear. Your son be judged, and our people will finally be free. Ah, so there's still some fight left in you. So be it. It doesn't matter. In just a few minutes, nothing will matter. Go ahead. Pick up that knife. Try to strike me down, you fool.
Don't worry, this section isn't nearly as unfair as you would think. You just have to basically hit him with a few heavy attacks. No way to actually kill him. Anyways, grab yourself an LMG and you're good to go. Now, when I was running this, there was an error that I made in this portion. There's another sort of disarm section here. What I didn't realize is that you can't actually disarm the bomb until you've killed everybody in the room. So I thought everybody in the room was dead and I was just missing the hitbox, because the hitbox is a little bit weird. However, you actually have to kill all the guys, so there's actually one guy left in the room here. So I'm gonna fail. Yep. Now let's take a look at what that should go like. So go ahead and run through, check all of your corners. There's probably one guy that you missed. Now it's going to let you do it. Yeah. It's sort of annoying that they did that, but, well, whatever. Anyways, you're going to defuse that one in that corner, this one in this corner. Door's going to open. Take care of these dudes. And you got one more defuse. Do reload, you will need it.
This glass is bulletproof. You can't get to me. Go, you oppressor.
And go for those guys immediately, because they will kill you very quickly. I wonder what we're going to do with this.
Get ready to meet your maker.
No, you. Beautiful in all its cheesy glory.
Congratulations, soldier. The enemy has been scattered and defeated. You have averted a certain catastrophe this day. You are the shadow that protects our world from those who are bent on destroying it.
Yes, I am. So that's it. That is Counter-Strike Condition Zero, deleted scenes. I hope you guys enjoyed this series. It was pretty fun. As I've said before, you can get this game for really cheap on Steam during any of the sales. And it's definitely worth having if you like the Counter-Strike mechanics. That's really most of what I have to say about it. I did mention there are 4 extra missions, it's either 3 or 4, that I haven't done, that were just sort of added later on. As of right now, I don't have plans to do them. But, you know, if you really want to see me do them, let me know, and I will. Otherwise, that's another series done, so we're going to have some new stuff on the channel pretty soon. So you can look forward to that. I hope you guys have enjoyed this one. I will leave you with the credits. Don't worry, I'm not going to put anything after the credits, so you don't have to stick around if you don't want to, but there's some amusing stuff that happens in them. Anyways, I do want to thank you guys once again for watching, and I'll see you next time.